If you are a balloon business owner and you are exhausted from doing $40 deliveries and $100 birthday parties and you're looking to crack into the corporate world, today's episode is for you. My name is Sarah Meyer. I'm the host of the Bright Balloon Podcast, the show that helps balloon business owners make more and stress less. And today we are talking about making more. I have Carolina Gomez, founder of Balloon Element, on today's episode, and she is talking about how her very first cold pitch to a corporate client landed her a $1,500 job. She is sharing her exact script that she uses to cold pitch corporate clients. And she's talking about how she has exclusively focused on corporate decor in her balloon business. It is a great episode, and there's a lot of actionable tips that you can implement in your business today. Let's get into today's episode. Welcome to this episode, Carolina. I am so excited. I am like drooling over what we're about to talk about. Corporate sales, like you said before we started recording, it's a gold mine, but it's a little bit of a mystery of how to get there. And you have the solution. So I can't wait to chat about that in this episode. But before we dive in, give us an introduction of who you are and a little bit about your business.
Yeah, let's go. So, like you mentioned, Sarah, my name is Carolina. My balloon business is called Balloon Element. I started it 3 years ago in the pandemic, and I started off like a lot of balloon businesses do, just doing balloons for family and friends. And then I started getting into your podcast. It was a guiding light when I first started as well,
Oh,
and
I'm
I
glad.
started seeing that this could actually be a business for me, and I could actually make money that could support my lifestyle and my bills. So I was like, I think I heard you mentioned corporate clients the first time in your podcast, and I was like, what? That's a thing? And then I just made a decision that day, Sarah. I was like, I don't care how long it takes me. I'm going to figure out how to get into the client world. And now I cater to corporate clients 100%. I no longer do social parties. That
Wow.
that's my
Okay.
that's my main source of income. Yeah.
Interesting. And so are you full-time in your business?
I am.
Yeah. Oh, congratulations. And is it
Thank
you
you.
or is it just you or do you have a team? What is your makeup of like the employees?
Great question. So right now it's me, and then I have two contractors, and
Okay.
then shout out to my husband because he's also a huge help as well.
Yeah.
When I have larger jobs, but I'm definitely looking to onboard somebody part time as an employee and not a contractor, very soon.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. Okay. So corporate, let's dive in. First of all, do you see it as a risk of not doing the private parties? Because I have heard, people like to use things like 9/11 and the pandemic as like warnings of like when all that corporate dries up, you want those social parties. I don't know if I agree with that though. What is your take? Do you feel like you're risking it not having your individual like your birthday parties as backups?
Ooh, such a good question. Honestly, Sarah, I heard this quote and it sticks with me forever. Like, don't create situations for yourself that are not there right now. So
Yeah.
if we get to that bridge, I will reassess my business model. And I think it's so easy to break back into the social party sector
Yeah.
because I do have a portfolio from when I was doing that. But I no longer promote it, but I don't see it as a risk. The more I study business, Sarah, the more I see the power of niching. Like
Yeah.
when you become an expert and you walk up to your corporate clients and you're like, this is what I do, this is what I know. I only cater to you, to your
Yeah.
people, your world. People are like, okay, and then that's how you charge the premium pricing, and that's how you also have confidence.
Yeah.
And then
I
when you
love
start,
it.
yeah.
And I agree, like more and more right now, like we're recording this, not too early before when it's going to air. We're in June, which for me is like peak season. Stuff is crazy. And I do get these leads. It's like, I just want one $25 centerpiece. We just want something teeny tiny small. We were wondering if you can deliver, the morning of the 4th of July, a $40 bouquet. And it's like, I can't do that. Like, so like those are the jobs that I feel like I'm turning down anyway. Like I'm referring them to grocery stores or something more appropriate. Also, I think I have a money issue where I like can't in good faith charge someone $400 to deliver a helium bouquet, but I know there are people that would pay it, but not in my area really. They're looking for basically a party city alternative and I'm not that. And I'm getting more and more comfortable turning them away, but it is the personal stuff that I'm just less inclined to take, you know? It's like you come off a six-figure job and you're like, I feel like it's just as much work to deliver this one centerpiece.
Yep. Yep. And I think you touched on really good points. Like when people are hitting us up for like this $25 bouquet, when we or a $40 or even $100 bouquet, and we're referring it to somebody who that's their bread and butter, because I always
Mhm.
refer out if someone asks me, hey, can you do an arch or can you do something small? I always refer them to colleagues in my area that I see on Instagram that that's what they like to do.
Yeah,
So I used to feel a little guilty because I would be like, well, I'm like, that's money that could be coming into my business.
exactly. Are we leaving money on the table? Right.
Yep. Yep. But then now I'm seeing that I refer it to somebody else. I'm sending them business, which, as a side note, I know that that's going to come back to me in another form. And second of all, I'm referring the client to somebody who's actually going to take care of them, like not in a not that I wouldn't take care of them in an awesome way, but I serve my clients at a different level. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna refer them to somebody that can actually that is exactly what they are looking for.
Yeah, and the way you just said that, I haven't even recorded an episode about this, but I booked my biggest job ever. Other than my mega build thing, like that's not even a real job. This was like a corporate thing. And it was my biggest ever that I booked. It was $17,000, which for me is humongous. And yeah, it was great, but like most of what I was being paid for in the end, I realized was like communication and logistics. And like, yes, we will get that party set up and that party set up. And if it rains, no problem, we'll do it there and da da da. Like, that's where I feel like I kind of shine and like naturally am like very comfortable managing that. So when someone does want a $25, centerpiece, that isn't really what I'm good at. Like, there are no logistics. There is not much communication. If they're wanting some artistic thing, I'm like, I'm not really the person to do that. Like, I can obviously fulfill the order, but that isn't really my niche. I do find myself feeling more comfortable in the lots of moving pieces and how are we going to get this done? And they don't know all the problems that are happening, but I do behind the scenes. So I do think there is something to be said for the big jobs being your niche.
Yes, 100%. And then you also mentioned the like feeling bad charging $400 for a bouquet, even though somebody's going to pay that. And I think that mindset also translate to corporate because when we're charging these premium prices, I'm like, will someone pay that? Like, I have worked through that mindset, and it's like, yes, if they're contacting us, especially if it's last minute, we are going to charge for a premium for that because
Right.
we're problem solving,
I
which is
feel
why.
way less guilty for corporate because I know they're using someone else's money and I'm keeping them from having to do it. I feel bad when it's like a mom, it's like someone who wants something for a birthday party. I'm just like, oh, this is so expensive. But again, that's my own issue. Like, I need to get over that. But let's dive into how, because I don't think we have to do any more selling on why corporate's amazing. Like, it just is. But how do you get the job? Like, that's the thing. No, how do you get the jobs? Where do you start?
Okay,
Yeah.
I love this question. I tell this story to everybody that asks me, and it's my first corporate client. I walked into an elementary school, Sarah, and I was so nervous. My palms were sweaty, my heart was beating so fast, and I was like, I'm just gonna pitch it. Like, I'm just gonna say like,
Yeah.
hey, can I talk to your PTA person or your events person? And when I walked in, they were like, yeah, let me grab her for you. She came out. She was so happy to see me, Sarah. She was like, oh my God, you do balloons? I need a balloon person. We have this huge event coming up. And I walked out of that school 30 minutes later with a $1,500 contract. That was
That's
my
amazing.
biggest job yet. So when people say like, how do I do that? I'm like, don't just make a decision that you want to get into the corporate space and do the next step. Like, sometimes we overcomplicate it.
Yeah.
Like, just figure out where in your area do a lot of people congregate? Where are there big groups? This could be schools, universities, malls, movie theaters, retirement homes. One of my first also corporate jobs was just I called a retirement home, which I had remembered visiting because I had a family member that used to work in retirement homes, and I would see a bunch of balloons. So I remember calling them and being like, hey, who plans your activities? And they were like, oh, our activities director. And I was like, okay, do you mind if I hop on the phone with them? I'm a balloon person. At that point, I was using Balloon Person. Now I say like I'm a balloon decorator.
Okay.
But again, it doesn't have to be like it could be messy.
Yeah.
Like you come on and you're like, hey, I do balloons. I would love to connect so that you guys know who to call next time you have an event. Like I'm here to help you.
Yeah.
Like going in with that energy. And then they're like, okay, yeah. So I hop on the phone and I introduce myself. I'm like, is it okay if I send you an email with some photos? And then you can just let me know if you have any events coming up. They're like, yeah, sure. And then bam, you get your email. And then you start building an email list.
Yeah. I love it. I like that what you said. It can be messy because I feel like sometimes it's like, well, what am I going to say? I need the perfect speech. I need to have my little cute language so I capture their attention and blah, blah, blah. Or now I need nice polished business cards and I don't have those. And then I need something that shows corporate work, but I don't have any corporate work. But I like that it's like, no, just call them and be like, do you need balloons?
Exactly. And I'm even going to go one step further and give you another. So I've already said you can just walk into an establishment, introduce yourself. You can call any social place that has a lot of people, like, and then introduce yourself. And something else that I've done is I'll go on LinkedIn and I'll search events managers, right, in the LinkedIn search. And then I'll filter for my area. And then pages and pages and pages of people will come up, right? So let's say the first person is like Jane Smith in this company. So you'll go on Google and you'll Google Jane Smith, the company name, email. And many times the email will pop up.
Got it. So you're not contacting anyone through LinkedIn.
No,
You're just
I
finding
don't.
them.
Yes,
I have not had good luck reaching out on LinkedIn. I feel like nothing ever gets responded to and it is just like boring. I hate it on there. But I like it for sleuthing and you find the person and then you find their email. And then what's something you say in that email?
Yes, I love it. I'll be like, hi, Jane. I just wanted to check in, introduce myself. I'm a local balloon decorating company. We do events throughout, and you mentioned your area. And then I'm sending some projects attached for reference. And then I'll say if there, and I'll also include my website. If you don't have a website, don't stress it. Just include something attached.
Yeah.
And say, if there is anything I can help you with, please don't hesitate to let me know. Warmly or kindly, or recently I heard it was warm regards and iced lattes. Like, how cute is that?
Cute, yeah.
And then that's it. And you make sure to attach something. And then Sarah, the secret sauce, at least my secret sauce, is every month you follow up.
Okay. So you do this one email at a time individually. You're not like just throwing them in an email list and then bombarding them.
Exactly. I'm not doing an email blast just yet. I think because I'm all about cultivating those relationships.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm also sure that there's a way to do that when you're doing the email blasts. But since I have so many different niches right now, like what I'm sending, it's different for each category.
Right. What you say to a hospital is different than what you say to a school.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
that you say this, I have 3 people that do this to me. One of them I've purchased from. One was Helium. Someone who sells Helium marketed to me like a cold pitch. And I was like, yeah, if you can beat this price, I will for sure order from you. So, and then he follows up every single month asking what my Helium needs are. And half the time I'm like, oh, shoot, yeah, I need a new tank. Can you set that up? The other one is like a print your own stationery spirit wear type of like customization company. And then the other one is billboards. And I haven't purchased from those two, but every month they're like, hey, Sarah, just like wondering if you have any need for, custom stuff and blah, blah, blah. Let us know if you can help. And it's an actual email. It's not an email blast because those go to my social folder and I usually just like delete them. So the customized one, and again, by custom, I mean, they're literally just like typing one sentence. It's not like, how are your children? And like, it's not super personal. But even though I haven't purchased from them, I know who they are. Like if I ever need a billboard, I know I'm going to email Jen. Like she emails me once a month.
Right. And so how was that? I'm so curious. Whenever I hear people purchase from companies through cold pitches, I'm like, what was the script? What did they use?
It
What
was
did they
literally
use?
just like, I know that you sell balloons and we sell helium. Are you happy with your distributor? Or we'd love to discuss pricing. And it was a big company. It was Airgas. And I was just like, Yeah, okay, because my local company sold me a $900 tank, and I was like so mad. I was ready to burn all the bridges. But um, yeah, I mean, and not that you should go after other balloon customers or people who already have balloons, but I think reaching out and just being like, I have this, and I think you might need it. Am I right?
Yes. And I actually want to touch on what you just said because when I was first starting off, Sarah, I don't know about you, but so many self-limiting beliefs that I've seen come out in myself as I started my business,
Yeah,
right? So one of the things when I was cold calling was like, oh my gosh, well, what if they think that I'm trying to poach their clients? Or what if I'm taking business away from another balloon company? And I was like, you know what? There's so many possibilities of maybe they work with a balloon company, but maybe that balloon company one day gets busy or
yeah.
is unavailable or drops off the face of the planet for whatever reason, which are all
Hmm.
scenarios that the clients have told me. They're like, oh, yeah, I use a balloon person. I love my balloon person, but for whatever reason, they're unavailable this date. So I'll try you out and you can be my backup plan. Awesome.
Yeah.
Everybody wins.
Yeah,
Or,
or I mean, it could be that you even offer something besides balloons. Like I have marquees. A lot of people
yep,
also do like balloon twisting or face painting, or now the fringe backdrops are coming in, or those big silver balls. Like you could have other things that they might want, like a photo booth, or you never know. So I've loved this so far. Let's get even more specific for people listening that maybe have no corporate clients, or like me. I have corporate clients, but they've kind of just come to me, like they've found me. I've
mm,
never really, other than when I first started, I really haven't cold pitched anybody. So between walking into a place, calling, and emailing, what is your preferred means of finding people?
emails.
Okay, good. That's my favorite one too, because I thought you were going to say walking into places and I was just going to quit.
I do in full honestly, I do think that meeting people also gives you so much more leverage because people want to see who they're doing business, especially if they're going to be giving you thousands of dollars. I
And if
think
they
that
just like you,
yes,
yeah,
exactly. It's just faster for people to warm up to you when they see you in person.
I agree.
But I'll tell you that emailing consistently once a month, one of the clients that I ended up landing was I was about to give up on the seventh month, Sarah, because I hadn't gotten a response, and on the eighth month they gave me like an $8,000 job.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And like,
So yeah,
this is something you could outsource. You could 100% hire a virtual assistant and be like, here are the people, here's the industry that they're in, here's kind of what I want you to say. Do that every month.
yep,
That's
absolutely.
cool. Cool. Okay, so email is working for you. You've seen actual proof, like it's worked.
Oh yeah.
And your secret sauce is attaching something, making it just a very casual introduction, and
Yep.
then the monthly follow up. And you just organize the monthly follow ups in like a spreadsheet, or how do you keep track of that?
Great question. So right now I am keeping track of everything on an Excel sheet.
Okay.
So every time I have a touch point with a client, I'll update it on my Excel sheet. I think right now I'm also in the process of streamlining my business, going from Excel sheet to I'm looking into systems.
Okay.
What system do you, because I was thinking about checking out Salesforce,
I
with something
use
else.
17 hats. Salesforce like is one of those that can do literally everything, but it's also used at like Fortune 500 companies and like way more powerful and more expensive than I will ever need. I love 17 hats. It's inexpensive. It's not for marketing though. It's for like your back end, like keeping track of your clients, not reaching out to them. So I do email marketing through Flowdesk, but I really like just a spreadsheet because it's simple. It's not, you don't have to learn anything. Like it's better than pen and paper. Um, so I mean, I think I'm sold on just like a Google Doc of just like having a running list of people.
Yeah. So I'm currently using 17 Hats as well. I also use Flowdesk for some
Okay,
of the emails. But yeah, right now I think I'm sold as well on the Excel sheet.
cool. I'm super motivated to start this. And I think LinkedIn is probably a good place to start. If people can't think of like what corporate work to even get, what are some of your recommended either industries or even brands that you've had good luck working with?
So, are you talking about like roles? roles to link to Google and
Oh
LinkedIn?
yeah, both actually. I'm just thinking like I wouldn't have even thought of a school as corporate, even though it is, but like that to me, I'm thinking like Coca-Cola, like I'm thinking like big brands. Like what are areas where you're like, don't forget to reach out to this type of business?
So good. Okay, so retirement homes, all types of schools, elementary, high school, middle school, universities are
Hmm.
huge because they have so many departments. So if you get in
Yeah.
one, you just start reaching out to all the other ones saying, "Hey, I already did this work for this department." So you already have like some leverage. So all types of schools, malls, um, movie theaters, anywhere that people congregate. For this, I even recommend using Claude and saying that, or AI, ChatGPT.
Okay.
Claude is who I use. Have you heard of Claude?
No, I haven't.
Okay, he's awesome. This my BFF. So
Ah,
I'll be like, "Hi, Claude. Could you please provide me a list of 20 venues in my area that I could pitch my balloon services to?"
love it.
And then it gives you a whole bunch. So yeah, there's schools, hotels. I'm trying to think what else. What like there's just so many arenas, like concert halls.
Yeah.
Like when just start. I also tell that like I do some consulting on the side for other service-based businesses that are not just balloons, and I'm like, just make like sit down and make a list of all the places that you could ever imagine pitching balloons, even if you've never seen balloons there.
Right, right. There's
Because
probably like 10 schools in my town and I've never pitched any of them, Like it's just
I'm
yeah.
let's go.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Well, let's take a second. Tell us more about this service because you are launching something to help us. So give us the pitch. Tell us how you can because you've already helped me. I mean, like I'm very excited to try to tap into the corporate world. I mean, I am in the corporate world, but again, it's just because I've been around for 10 years and it's word of mouth. I've never intentionally like gone after companies. So what do you have coming out?
Yes. So I'm gonna, well, I already am doing it, but my website is in the works, and we're gonna be helping small-based, service-based businesses how to land corporate clients, how to break into not just corporate, but also government agencies so that they're able to land these high-ticket contracts that are not just
Hmm.
like one and done deals, but you're getting recurring revenue each year.
Yeah.
So once you land a corporate client and they see that you work professionally, they're not going anywhere, Sarah. Like if you are
Yeah.
taking care of them, and by the taking care of them, like it's just saying doing what you say you're gonna do, following up with them the next day, saying like, "Hey, was everything good?" And that's all. You have a client for life. So I've
Yeah.
seen how much this has changed my business. It's made business so much easier. Um,
And
so
it's a
I
little bit, I would say it's much more predictable with corporate clients. Like they tend to have annual events. They
Yep.
tend to rebook because you're just making it easier for them. Versus even if something like a birthday party is technically annual, they're probably not going to spend like a bunch of money on balloons every single year. Like they might, but that feels more like a really special occasion. And I feel like with parents or like you're always struggling against like this, could they do it themselves or could they get an Amazon kit or could they hire someone cheaper or could they go to the grocery store? Corporate people, like none of those things are even on their radar. They're like there is no administrative assistant in the world who wants to DIY a balloon arch to save money. Like she doesn't care. They just want to be done with their job and put it on a credit card because at the end of the day it's not their party. So that's what I love corporate clients because they're repeat clients and they're hiring a service more than anything. Half the time they don't even care about the balloons. Sometimes with corporate clients, they're not even there. The people who book me like don't ever even see them. They're like, whatever, I'm at a corporate office. Just drop these off.
Yep.
I love it.
100%.
I love it. So
So
where
that's
where
the
can people sign up? Sorry, I cut you off. Where can people sign up for your service?
Yep. So that link, give me 1 second. It's brand spanking new. So that link is thecorporatecashflow.com.
Cool.
Thecorporatecashflow.com.
I love that. And we're going to link that in the show notes too. So you'll be able to just click wherever you're listening. Um, and I feel like there's enough business to go around, right? Like you think of how many business there's more other businesses than there are balloon businesses. So like we all have our slice of the pie. And the thing I like about corporate too, like I said, because they are predictable and repeatable, if we all just have our own good clients and we just rebook those every single year, then everyone wins. Like everyone wins and the more good balloon art that's out there, the bigger and better you can pitch your corporate clients. So I love the corporate world, obviously. Like, it's the best.
Yes, it is. I agree. And I also sometimes I'm talking to people and they're like, oh, well, maybe I don't really love corporate. And when I say corporate, I also refer to event planners. Like I started off working only with event planners.
Mm.
Like my business has seen has we've gone through different different client groups. There was a point where I was only working with event planners, which I still consider corporate because it's one person that you're dealing with and they're constantly giving you work. So if some people are like, oh, maybe corporate is too corporate-y for me. They like more of the creativity and doing more things that you see with event planners. You can also niche down and do the same cold call or cold outreach strategy with event planners.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think I'm glad you said that. Personally, in my area, so I'm in the Midwest, I don't see corporate doing like the classic red, white, and blue spiral column, like car dealership type of balloons. Like my corporate quote unquote clients, they're all doing crazy stuff. Like I don't feel like anyone wants just like a traditional balloon arch. Like I feel like that used to be the perception of corporate. Like it's boring, it's sterile, it's all the same. So I think corporate has come a long way, and my corporate clients do like all sorts of weird stuff, which is fun, and profitable because you get to do new things and you get to kind of put your style in there. But yeah, I think if anyone's like, oh, I don't like corporate because I like doing organic, I would say 90% of my corporate is also organic decor at this point. I mean, I wish it was all classic because it'd be easier and faster, but like, give them what they want.
100%. And I actually, my experience is in the corporate circle that I'm in, or the corporate events that I do, is majority is classic, which I love.
Yeah.
I do both organic and classic, but I think recently we got like a $2,500 jobs just in columns. So like
that's amazing. That's like the best job ever. Oh my gosh. One of my biggest jobs ever. It was $10,000 in classic columns. And there will never be a sweeter paycheck ever. Yep. Like I love classic. It's just not popular here right now, but I will do it any day. Yep. And I just want to say too, if you're listening to this episode and like loving it, I would go and find Sheila Fluker's episode. I don't know if you heard that one, but she is a big corporate salesperson as well and does a lot of classic. And her episode is all about like business credit. And she has a lot of recurring corporate clients that they serve on like a monthly, almost like a subscription service. So it's awesome. So if you're looking for like a follow-up to this episode, we'll link that one in the show notes. But it's like this will be like a 1-2 punch. I'll get you really excited about corporate. I'm really excited about corporate. All right. Final 3 questions that I ask every guest. They're just for fun. The first is, where's your favorite place to go on vacation?
Sarah, I live in Miami, but my favorite place to go on vacation is still a beach somewhere in the Caribbean.
Everyone from Miami says that. I swear. They're all just like, we live in paradise, but I guess if I had to go somewhere else, it'd be another beach.
Yep. That's my choice.
And the next question is about stuff, because I like buying things online. Have you purchased anything recently that you're enjoying? It does not have to be balloon related. It can be, something little, something you got off Amazon.
I'm gonna say my my water, my Stanley Cup.
Oh, okay.
It's white every time. It's just, I don't know. I love it. It was a great purchase. It reminds me to drink water, so that's my choice.
Nice. And the last question is a small piece of business advice that you would offer our listeners.
I would say business is like 90% mindset, Sarah. So one of the things I've been telling myself, so my tip would be find out one of your sabotage methods that you observe and like turn it into an affirmation. So mine is currently, I do not get overwhelmed. I take action.
Oh, I love that.
Yep. So I think
that's great.
That's my tip. Like mindset, pick an affirmation that will help you push through the rougher parts of.
I'm going to do mine right now. Okay. I'm going to think of one because my sabotage is when things are fine, I like break them so that I can fix them. Like, I don't know. I just like, there always has to be a problem. So maybe instead of thinking of it like that, I'm going to say, wait, what's yours again? Help me through this. I love this.
Yes.
Say yours one more time.
Yep, mine is I do not get overwhelmed. I take action.
Okay. So could mine be like, I don't need to break things. I can just continue to improve them.
There you go. There you
I just,
go.
it's like I get bored. When everything's working, I'm like, "Bleh, what else can I do to make this harder?" So it's, or maybe it's okay for it to be easy. That needs to be my affirmation.
Woo!
It's okay for it to be easy. I
This one,
love
I
it.
like this one. It's okay for it to be easy. I might actually start adding that one in too.
Well, I'm going to steal yours from earlier, which is it's okay for it to be messy because I feel like that is the secret sauce to all business. Like just wanting everything to be perfect, knowing it's literally never going to be. So.
Yeah.
Well, I have thoroughly enjoyed this interview. I'm sure people listening have as well. We will link to your resources and your website if they want to just check out your balloon work. That will all be in the show notes. And thank you so much for sharing all of this information. I can't wait for all of us to go out and start getting those corporate jobs.
Let's go. Thank you so much, Sarah. It was awesome being here. I hope
Thank
this
you.
interview helped, I'm sure, at least one person because I know
Oh,
I would have wanted to do this.
I think it's
when
more than one. I think we can rest assured it's more than one. Thank you so much.